Hello, everybody, and welcome to another M19 draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. And before I begin, I would just like to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. But without further ado, let's get into the draft. Okie doke, so our rare is pretty much unplayable. Hey, Nami. Welcome. Our rare is pretty much unplayable. It's too much mana and very slow, so you're not going to be able to really ever play this. Double Cast is another card that I think is unplayable. It's just you're not going to have a lot of instances you can copy with this for a ton of value. Millstone's not really an archetype. Vigilant Baloth is just pretty much a 5-mana 5/5, which is fine, but not insane. I really like Sky Scanner. It's good in pretty much every single deck. It's colorless. There are some artifact synergies. So I think I'm going to take the Sky Scanner here. After that, I think I would take Vengeance, then the Vigilant Baloth. I don't love Vigilant Baloth a ton. It's just a 5-mana 5/5 a lot of the time. Vigilance is not irrelevant, but it is not as relevant as you would think. And Sky Scanner is good in pretty much every type of deck. It's just pretty good. It's good with cards like Switcheroo. Okay, so the rare is missing out of this pack, but there are some solid uncommons and commons here. I think Essence Scatter is the best blue common. I've moved it up from like number 2 or wherever I had it when I started, but Essence Scatter I think is the best blue common. Pegasus Courser is one of the best white commons. I think it is quite strong. Declare Dominance is a card that I do like as well. It can just win you games that other cards couldn't. Switcheroo's an interesting one. I don't really want to take it in this spot. I think it's good once you have a bunch of token makers, but right now I think I would take Essence Scatter over Switcheroo. I think I would go Essence Scatter, Pioneer, and then Switcheroo of the blue cards. I like Pegasus Courser a fair amount. I think white aggressive decks are quite strong. I think I like Pegasus Courser a little bit better than Essence Scatter this early in the draft. Though Sky Scanner is pretty good in blue decks. Declare Dominance is quite strong as well, but I think I'd rather just take a Pegasus Courser here. I do like the Pegasus Courser decks. I've had quite a bit of success with that type of deck. Okay, so now we have the choice. I mean, Sunseeker is not a great rare. It's playable in a defensive deck, but not insane. Aerial Engineer is quite good in a blue-white artifacts deck. It is one of the better payoffs. 4/4 flying for 4 is pretty nice if you can consistently enable it. And the 2/4 half is not unplayable. Strangling Spores is a nice black common. Satyr Enchanter is playable in certain decks, and quite good in others, and then unplayable in some decks. So pretty wide range there. I don't like to take it super early. Shock is another card that I really do like. I think Starcrown Stag is going to be my pick, though. So far, I'm not locked into any color, but white has seemed open. There's a lot of decent white cards. White-blue card, white-green card, white card. I think Shock is fine, but not as good as it has been in previous formats. I just realized I'm saying a lot, but oh well. I'm just going to take the Starcrown Stag. I really do like Starcrown Stag. It goes into the same decks. Mono-white. Welcome, Magic the Gathering, to the stream. Welcome. Okay, so Inferno Helion is a card that I do not mind playing. I think it's actually pretty strong. I am saying a lot, geez. Inferno Helion, the thing is you don't have to attack with it, so you can just keep it back as a blocker. It'll trade with pretty much everything, and it can threaten a lot of damage. So I could take that. Nightmare's Thirst is a card that is good in the white-black archetype, and it looks like I am looking to play white here. So Nightmare's Thirst could be a consideration. Salvager of Secrets, I think it's better in blue-black, where you're more of a controlling archetype. I have kind of beat-down cards here, so I'd rather be taking beat-down cards rather than 5-mana 2/2s. So I'm not really looking at the Salvager. Snapping Drake is the type of card that I could take, though. It's more of an aggressive card. Trusty Pack Beast works well with Sky Scanner. I think I'm going to take the Snapping Drake. I think I am seeing a little bit of a blue signal. I passed the Essence Scatter and the 4-mana 2/4. So we're going to see where this pick takes us. I am by no means committed to blue at this point, though. One with the Machine is the type of card that I would rather take once I have good artifacts to go with it rather than take it and then look for artifacts. Bone Dash is not a card I love in draft. I think you can sometimes play one copy in a super controlling deck and then you would side it in some matchups, but I don't think it's insane. Blood Divination, maybe this card is pretty good, especially in red-black, but it's playable in other decks. There's like Luminous Bonds creatures you can sacrifice. Some creatures make tokens. Blood Divination is a pretty powerful card. Not really what you want to be doing in a beatdown deck, because it takes away from your board presence and to draw you cards, which you usually want to kill them quickly. I do like Oresco's Swiftclaw a fair amount in aggressive decks. It does get kind of blanked by tokens, but Pegasus Coursers and Starcrown Stags can help you on that front. So I think I'm going to take the Swiftclaw here, just so I can have a pretty consistent curve and stick to white. Now we could take a Vioshino Pyromancer. Apex of Power is not playable. Tectonic Rift is a sideboard card that you can sometimes side in, but I don't think it's insane. Bog Stomper, not really a priority for me. Catalyst, Elemental, the same thing. Gearsmith Guardian is nice in a blue-white kind of deck, but it's not insane. I think I'm going to take the Pyromancer in case I end up going back into red. There are several red cards in this pack. There was a Shock, like third pick that I passed, and I could just be white-red. At this point, I'm pretty much committed to white, but I'm not sure on my second color. Desecrated Tomb's not playable. Double Cast is not great. Active Treason is a card that I can play in red-white if I am aggressive enough. I don't really like Cancel or Frilled Sea Serpent in this type of deck. I am trying to play like a beatdown deck. Pyro is a low-key all-star. I don't think it's an all-star, but I think I'm just going to take Active Treason here. I'm not looking to jump into black for any of those cards, and Active Treason is a card that I will play. Oakenform is not... I'm not really looking to play green. I could take another Active Treason for the sideboard for super aggressive matchups. I could just take... I don't think I'm ever going to play two Active Treasons. It's just super, like, a card that you don't only really want one of. So I think I'll take Tectonic Rift as a sideboard card. I don't really like Gearsmith Prodigy. I don't really like these black cards. I don't like Tormenting Voice in this type of deck that I'm playing. I'll take the Tectonic Rift. Okay, what here? I'll take... Maybe I end up with enough stuff, but I don't think Double Cast is particularly good. Explosive Apparatus, there's another blue card. I don't think I'm playing the Explosive Apparatus. Actually, I'll take the Explosive Apparatus. This way, if I end up with Trusty Pack Beast, it's a little bit better. I think I am seeing a little bit more red than blue. Also, Aviation Pioneer is not a great beatdown card. Okay, I'll take the Combat Trick. It isn't a great combat trick, but it's still a combat trick. And now the Smelt. So now if I end up with a, I'm not going to play the Explosive Apparatus right now, but if I end up with a Trusty Pack Beast, I'll play it. Probably playing Aegis of the Heavens right now. Banefire is a perfect reward for being in red-white aggro. I have gotten significant flack in the comment section for passing this card, but it is the exact card I want in this type of deck. And it firmly commits me into red. You crushed your LGS draft that week playing mono red, splashing double divination and sleep. Had 4. That's crazy. Yeah, I like that too, Magic the Gathering. I'm going to take the Banefire here very easily. If Banefire weren't in this pack, I think I would take... Geez, it falls off really hard after that. I don't even know what I would take. It probably Gargoyle Sentinel and not be very happy about it. Banefire solidifies me into red. Okay, so now Volley Veteran versus Vioshino Pyromancer. I don't have any goblins right now, but this still does ping something on its own. Let's look at my curve. And Aegis of the Heavens is not a card I play on curve, neither is Active Treason. I do like Pyromancer a decent amount in this type of deck. I like Mighty Leap quite a bit. Volley Veteran is really good if I can get a couple of goblins. I think I'm just going to take the Volley Veteran here. You finally played blue at your LGS. That's pretty cool. How did it perform for you? I'm going to take the Volley Veteran here. I can probably end up with some goblins. This might table. Mighty Leap might table. And I think Volley Veteran is quite strong. Spit Flame is a great removal spell. I am a bit light on removal, and I really do like Spit Flame. If Spit Flame weren't in the pack, I'd take the Swift Claw for another 2-drop. I don't really need another 4 right now, but Spit Flame is great. And now I'm going to take Shock. Just nice, efficient spells. Red is really flowing from this direction. Shield Mare is not really what I want here. It's kind of hard to cast and not insane. Goblin Instigator could be a nice pickup. It's good with Volley Veteran. I could end up still with an Inspired Charge or something. I think I'm going to take the Goblin Instigator over the Mighty Leap. And I think Make a Stand is not very good. I agree. Volley is very good. You think Shock is first pickable? I think Shock is a little bit worse in this format than it was in other formats. It's interesting to see this still in the pack. I'm going to take the Goblin Instigator here. It's just a fine 2-drop. Mighty Leap's also nice. I wouldn't mind having like 3 Mighty Leaps in this deck. I do like Mighty Leap in this type of deck. Okay, now I'll just take a Vioshino Pyromancer. All of my 2-drops have 1 toughness, so hopefully I don't play against too many like massive deal 1 to everything's, or I mean, there aren't really those, but there's a bunch of stuff that like pings. I guess Plague Mare just destroys me. Boggart Brute is perfect. Works well with the Volley Veteran. Also just great in his aggressive strategy. Westwing Falcon's a card that you can play in this type of deck if you are hyper aggressive. Like this one's is pretty aggressive, but Boggart Brute is just perfect. Okay, I'll take the Inferno Helion now over another Aegis of the Heavens. Aegis of the Heavens is not my favorite combat trick. I would be pretty happy if I didn't have to play it. This card just does a ton of damage. Yeah, I'd fine playing it in this kind of aggressive deck. Just dealing 7 to the opponent on a 1-turn delay for 4 mana is pretty nice. There's another Active Treason. There's a Lava Axe. I think I'd rather have a second Active Treason than a Lava Axe. I can't imagine siding it in, but you never know. Maybe I'll get that Pyromancer back. I think it was the 3rd pick out of this pack. Because the 2nd pick was Spitflame. Maybe it was the 2nd pick out of this pack. I guess we'll see. Mighty Leap would also be nice. If either Mighty Leap or the guy comes back, I'll be pretty happy. Okay, neither of them came back. I'll just take Infernal Scarring, I guess. I'll get rid of the defensive block card. It's kind of annoying that I didn't get back the Mighty Leaps. I guess people are picking up on the fact that card's pretty good. Unrelated, still wait. I can't believe Essence Scatter's still in the pack. Still waiting for me to pick a time to play Vintage. It will happen, not me. It will happen at some point, I think. I have a pretty good amount of reach in this deck. Double Pyromancer, Shock, Make a Stand came back. That could make the main deck in a pinch. Fire Elemental, not really what I want to be doing, but sometimes you gotta play stuff. I'm not gonna start. I'm gonna be optimistic. Well, this card's a bomb. What would I be taking it over? And also, could I splash it? I can't really splash it. My deck kind of can't support a splash. I might just want Inspired Charge. Yeah, I don't think I'm splashing in this deck. I'll just take Inspired Charge. I don't really want Shield Mare either. I wouldn't mind running an Inspired Charge in this deck. I have Instigator. I have a couple 2/1s that just get blanked in the late game. A bunch of random dudes. Not a ton of removal. I'll take the Inspired Charge over the Palladium Morse. I'm not splashing in this deck. Valiant Knight is quite good. Oh my gosh, this is the pack I always wanted. Oh my gosh. Valiant Knight is great. Angel of the Dawn is awesome. So is Starcrown Stag, and so is Instigator. I don't think I'm going to take Instigator here. Valiant Knight, I have no other knights. It's still just a good card on its own. Angel of the Dawn is quite nice. And then Starcrown Stag is quite good as well. Jeez. This pack is actually very tough to choose from. I think I might want to take Angel of the Dawn over Valiant Knight. I don't think I want the Valiant Knight as much in this deck. Because if I'm only able to attack with it, it's not as good. I don't know. Tough to say. You take Angel the Horse. This is an Elk. Thank you very much. I think I would take Angel. I really like Angel in this type of deck. It's just a nice flyer. The Knight's fine, but not as good. I'm going to take Starcrown Stag now here pretty easily. Over Fiery Finish, Linebreaker, Spark Tongue. I love Stag. 2 Stags is really good. Wow, now my curve's getting a little bit high. I'm glad I didn't take the other Stag. 2 Stags is nice. 3 Stags, I mean, Stags does get better in multiples, I will say. I'm pretty glad I don't have the Valiant guy, though. Okay, I guess I'll take the Inferno Helion over the Hostile Minotaur. And now a Lightning Mare. Lightning Mare is not the greatest, but it's not horrific. just a fine 2-drop. And I am looking to be a bit heavier red. Now Marauder's Axe most likely. I don't really want Dwarven Priest in this deck, and Marauder's Axe could be fine. Yoshino Pyromancer is nice. Stag is just a worse Hammer Skull, pretty much, yeah. Manake Ogre is not the worst, but I'd rather just have a Pyromancer. It gives me some reach, it's another 2-drop. And I like 2-drops. Fiery Finish, not really what I want. I don't really want Crash Through, though. Yeah, Hammer Skull was pretty busted. I wonder if the Stag will come back. I doubt it. I highly, highly doubt it. If Mighty Leaps aren't coming back, then Stags are not coming back. So, looks like I might be a little bit short on playables. I'll take a Lava Axe. I'm not going to play a Lava Axe, though. I'd rather play an Act of Treason. I could play Fiery Finish, but I don't really want to because I don't want to play... I guess this is a 17 land deck, but I don't think I want to be playing cards like that. And then I can play Explosive Apparatus. Maybe Make a Stand is better than Explosive Apparatus. Tormenting Voice. Sticking with the theme of having only 1 toughness 2-drops. I would play the Apparatus before the Fiery Finish too. I'd probably play Axe before Fiery Finish as well. Whew. I'm just gonna take the Lockstone Linebreaker. I do need another 3-drop. I only have 3 of them. I don't really need another 5-drop. I already have these. I have a couple 4s. I don't really want Fiery Finish. I don't need a third of the copy of that. I'd really just want the Linebreaker here. Spark Tongue's nice, but I'm never gonna get up to that much mana. I'm not gonna take the Catalyst. I'm just gonna take the Catalyst Element. I'm not gonna play it though. Okay. Wow, all of the double casts. So I think we'll cut an Inferno Helion. Actually, no, we are not cutting Inferno Helion. We're going to Make a Stand, I think. I really don't like Make a Stand all that much. So this deck looks pretty good to me. It's got a nice amount of reach. Marauder's Axe is too slow for this type of deck, I think. Explosive Apparatus is a consideration. So we're running all of our 2-drops, all of our 3-drops, all of these 4-drops, I think. Inferno Helion is the most cuttable. Second Act of Treason is probably not what I want. I think I'm going to run the Aegis. So maybe instead of this Act of Treason, I run an Explosive Apparatus. How does this look? 2 Active Treasons is too many, I think. Make a Stand is not a card I like a ton. Though giving infinite toughness to my creatures is kind of nice. Because all my creatures are pretty derpy. Maybe I do want to Make a Stand. I'll play Make a Stand over the Apparatus with no synergy. I'm definitely going more mountains. I think 9/8 is fine. And let's see how the deck performs. I really like red-white in this format. I have a couple of... I think I have a pretty good amount of reach. I have Banefire, I have Pyromancers, I have some Flyers. Yeah, I agree, Fire Elemental is playable, but I don't think I need to. I have better options. Especially because I don't want to go too high up on the curve. I could also play a Tormenting Voice or something. Discard a land, try to draw some spells, some reach. I could play a Lava Axe in this deck, and it wouldn't be horrific, I don't think. But Lava Axe has just got to be unplayable. I mean, it's got to be horrible. Maybe Lava Axe is a correct play instead of like an Inferno Helion or something. I think Inferno Helion is better than Lava Axe though, because it can block and stuff. You can confirm it's pretty bad. Thank you for the advice. This is a godlike hand. Oh my gosh. What the heck? All we needed to do is draw a 2-drop and we just basically win. Whew. Okay, that's not a 2-drop, but I am still fine with this. Dang, we can shock their 2-drop. BANEFIRE is nice. We're going to lead with the Boggart Brute. Okay. Gonna kill the Pioneer. We're going to be spending all of our mana, so. Now we can Volley Veteran a 2-toughness creature. Sifting. Please draw a land deck. Give me a land. Please. Yee. Let's go. Hit for 3. We can use this to kill something bigger. Let's just Volley Veteran the token. We could play Inferno Helion and then hit him for 10 next turn. Diagraph Ghoul, sure. Snapping Drake is fine. Okay, so we're going to attack, then play Sky Scanner, look for a land to play Swiftclaw, or we could kill this, hit him for 7. I think we'll just trade off our 4-2 for his 3-2 flyer. Our Menace is just plotting away. Okay. Manolith. Okay. Opponent only has 3 cards left in their hand. And they're attacking. What could they possibly have? Okay, I'll attack. I could play Inferno Helion here. Or I could just play Oresco Swiftclaw. I'll just play the Helion. I guess he attacked because he can't block. Helion just puts a ton of pressure on him. He disperses, okay. Next turn I can Inspire Charge these 2 guys up. How much does the X have to be? X is 5 or more. We're getting there. Okay, yeah, this is where Liliana's contract is exceptionally poor, where it just kills you on board pretty much. Sure, you have a Sky Scanner. He's attacking. If I draw a land, I just kill him with my double combat trick. Lightning Mare. Oh, I do kill him with my Banefire. Not going to give him an extra draw step. People might be like, oh, don't show him Banefire, but like, Banefire is pretty hard to play around. And I don't want to give him an extra draw step. Yeah, he is just dead. I just Banefire in post-combat. Got him. Gotcha. Okay, so he has... Exactly, not me. Exactly. People do this sometimes, and I'm like, what are you thinking? So there's Aviation Pioneer. Like, he could just duress me or something, and then I lose it, and then I, like, duress into, like, life gain of some kind or some crazy thing. He's got Pioneer, he's got Sift, he's got Drake, yeah, he's got Disperse. And I said white. I still think white is probably the best color. Just look at the commons. We have Angel of Dawn, Starcrown Stag, Pegasus Courser, and then there's Luminous Bonds. So like the commons are just absurd in white. Okay. Active Treason seems great in this matchup. Potentially. Fire Elemental probably not as good. He probably just has some hard removals. What seemed bad? Inspired Charge is less good against him, I think. Make a Stance probably less good. The boards aren't going to get wide. He's not going to have a ton of creatures, I don't think. Maybe he'll have more post board. I think I'll bring in an Active Treason for one of those too. And I'll keep in the Inspired Charge. Active Treason is pretty good against this type of deck. We'll keep. Not the greatest of hands. We do want to draw some spells, but 3/1s do get in for a lot of damage if they're unopposed. Yep. Splashing white for Luminous Bonds is a nice strategy. You feel like every color is pretty decent. The Surge Mare. Not what you like to see. This card's actually annoying. I remember the Angel of Dawn is basically the same as Dawnfeather Eagle from Kaladesh Limited. I remember that card being pretty good. Okay, so he has a couple of O5s. It's going to be annoying. Eventually Banefire will just Banefire him for 20. Easiest block of my life. I'm going to shock this thing. Just get it out of the way. Okay, so he has 5 cards in hand. I have 5 cards in hand. Do I want to just attack and volley Veteran to get another creature on the board? I think I do. Yeah, he's going to block. The Volley Veteran isn't for any value, but it's only going to be able to kill like a Thopter, which is important, but I want to just curve and have Angel of Dawn be as effective as possible. Oh yeah, the red horse would be good here. Manolith, okay. My opponent has a bunch of cards that don't really do a ton. Here comes the Angel of Dawn. This is why I played the Volley Veteran. Like, it wouldn't have killed the 2/2 anyway. If I was a more grindy deck, I probably wouldn't have played it, but my deck's pretty aggressive. He's dispersing. My Volley Veteran. Interesting, okay. So he doesn't take damage, but he did just use a card up, and he gave me back the Enter the Battlefield trigger. Never know when that's going to be relevant. He is a control deck that's still at 20 life on turn 6, so that is annoying for me. I do have Inspired Charge in my deck, though, which will probably be good. I also have BANEFIRE. You don't know about the Angel play? Or about the Disperse play? Gearsmith Guardian. Disperse is not the best there, I will agree. I'm just going to play the Volley Veteran out. Get the 4/2 rolling. I don't want to play Banefire to kill his Gearsmith Guardian right now. Banefire is going to do like 7 damage to his face or something. Right now it can do 5, but I have 2 more lands, so it can do 7 at some point. So if my Angel gets in a couple more times, that could just be lethal. There could be some argument to holding up some lands to protect against Mind Rot, but I don't think that would be as good as just playing the lands and getting for those extra damage. Walking Corpse. I'll block like this. If he wants to do some trades, I'm fine to do some trades. I don't want to take like 10. That is really bad for me. Did not play around Uncomfortable Chill at all. Hopefully I can draw a nice spell here. I can no longer attack. I'll block here. Okay. Not the greatest draw. I guess I could have played around Uncomfortable Chill by blocking the 3/1 on the Surge Mare and the Volley Veteran on the Diagraph Ghoul. Hey, DJ Sweetness. Okay, so he's got something here. And I take 4. I think I have to block like this. Yep. Nine, so I can do 8 to him. I can kill this. I think I have to kill this at this point. X is currently 5. I mean, this game would have been very, very over had I just drawn some spells. If I'm Banefiring his creature, I mean, if he has nothing, I can like block for a turn, and you never know. That was just pretty horrific. I couldn't do anything there. I'm going to take out an Act of Treason, I think. I'm going to play this game. Ring, I can make a stand. "17 lands Magic the Gathering because I have a couple 5-drops and because I have like, yeah, Magic the Gathering, but I have like 5 4-drops or something crazy like that. I have a 5-drop. I have Banefire, so it's a little bit harder to flood. I think 17 is correct in this deck. Do I keep this hand? If I was on a mold, can my deck? I think I have to keep this hand. It's not great, but I have a lot of higher end cards I could draw. He's on a mulligan. Okay. Hopefully he has a clunky draw. And another land, not what I like to see. Omen Speaker, of course he has Omen Speaker. Rip me. Oh my gosh. This hand looks so bad now. I mean, this hand already looked kind of bad. But Jesus. Come on, give me a stag. Star-crowned stag. A noble beast. The elk. Please, elk. Elkin spirits. I mean, just because I'm getting mana flooded doesn't mean I'm running the incorrect number of lands. You can get mana flooded in a 10-land deck. Okay, I'm just going to play a Goblin Instigator. Not the spell I was looking for. Wow, my deck literally loses to an Omen Speaker if I don't draw my, like, evasive guys, which I do have quite a few of, to be fair. I have Pegasus Courser, I have Star-Crowned Stag, but this is not really my game for drawing anything useful. Ooh, hello. Is this the turn I go for it? I think I'm going to wait one turn. Get another creature out. Could be greedy, but I don't have a ton of action in my hand. He might just spend his turn 4 sifting. Inspired Charge. Please carry me. Carry me to victory. Mirror image copying Omen Speaker. That's funny. What you gonna do with the scry, opponent? Put 2 on the bottom. Jeez. And he's attacking. Ooh, this could be a good turn for me. I'm gonna get in for 6, kill both his Omen Speakers. Another great draw. I'm going to play around Mind Rot by holding these lands. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He must know I have something here. That was a great inspired charge. Manlith is not going to dig you out of this, opponent. Whoa. So he either trades this and takes 4. I'm going to Spit Flame that. Put him under some pressure. I do have a pretty large amount of reach in this deck. I have another Pyromancer, I think. I have Banefire, which will just be lethal at any point now. I have an Act of Treason. Is he going to bounce the Goblin token? He's bouncing his Sky Scanner, sure. Putting him to 4 makes him really have to develop his board here. He has to play 2 creatures, or if he just Sky Scanners, he's probably dead. He is Sky Scannering. Any spell, please, deck, please, any spell. Oh, thank God he has no Aviation Pioneer. Come on, deck. Well, I guess I'm attacking all, seeing if he has it. Opponent has nothing here. He just had a pretty horrific draw. Okay, Uncomfortable Chill. That's really bad for me. I don't develop my board at all. Really needed to spell that turn. Ugh, that was unfortunate. If I'd had, like, any spell there. Any spell at all. Okay. He's stabilized. I need a Pegasus Courser, a Star... Ooh. That could get the job done. Ooh, man. At least it can block his Gearsmith Guardian. I'm not in the worst shape here. I have definitely got a lot of outs. But if I had drawn the Inferno Helion the turn before, or like the turn before, so I have 26 cards. Banefire wins me the game on the spot. Act of Treason wins me the game on the spot. Starcrown Stag, either one, or Pegasus Course would be great. Angel would be great. That's like 6 good cards. Another Pyromancer would be pretty good. He's sifting. So this is another opportunity for me to draw a good card. Walking Corpse. Okay. I feel like I'm getting a little bit unlucky with my land draws. Why block attack with it? Attacking with it's not as good here. It's much better to save it for a turn where I'm going to Alpha Strike. Like after I draw my Angel. Make a Stand would be a nice draw. I feel like opponent is getting pretty lucky that they haven't died here. Because I've drawn 9 of my 17 lands and I'm like 9 lands, 6 spells this game or whatever, or 7 spells or whatever. Whatever it adds up to. Not much to say here. I just have to pat the top of my deck figuratively. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. He's got a big turn, clearly. Active Trees and Banefire. Angel would be a fine draw. I think I'll block here. Yeah. The reason I blocked there is because he wouldn't make that attack unless he had some answer to the Helion, and taking 5 damage is really bad there. So, like, yeah. I feel like he would have an answer to the Helion at least. Yeah, he has totally lost for my token. What? Why would you totally lost my token? That was a pretty bad play from the opponent, I am not going to lie. I'm not going to block. He can hit me for 6. I would have to double block if I wanted to kill it. And I don't want to double block. I want to keep enough of a board presence that I can kill him if I draw Active Treason. I can single block with the Lockstone Linebreaker. Yeah, I don't want to trade it with a 1/1. Trading isn't as good when I have Make a Stand in my deck. Wow. Now I'm totally locked. Is that how this is going to be? Wow. This is the saddest loss of my career, pretty much. I'll block here. I know what I'm drawing next turn. The funny part is if I draw Banefire or Active Treason, I just win anyway. Pretty much. I don't even know if I win if I draw Active Treason at this point. Aviation Pioneer. Banefire? Am I just dead? 2, 3, 4. He has 1, 2, 3 attackers. If he goes for it, I'm dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Wow. Can't believe that's how that went down. I feel like I was very favored. I won game 1, and then games 2 and 3 just did not go my way. Holy smokes. Sheesh. I don't even think there's anything I can do there. Well, if you were watching this on YouTube, that is going to do it for this draft video. We didn't manage to get the W, but hopefully you learned a lot, maybe a little bit about how to play the archetype. But yeah, that's going to do it for this draft video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. If you have any questions about the draft or the gameplay, be sure to leave them in the comments section down below, and I will happily respond with my thoughts or answers. But yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you next time.